Of geology is also quite in expected lines as per the PYQ, and it is quite I found it more easier compared to paper 1, but that is a personal take on it. So coming to the first question, that is upon the crystallography. This is such a question which has been asked like for many years. One cannot just ignore it. This is like a question. These are like the low hanging fruits that we have to get it. And they have asked this question on symmetry elements of the hexagonal system. So in this question you can just mention about this class, for what class it is, 6 by m, 2 by m, 2 by m. So you can write that it is dihexagonal, pyramidal, and then you can write that it falls under the hexagonal class. And then we can write about the symmetry elements in this case, and then with respect to the crystallographic axis you can mention about how they are oriented, whether it is like for example the the axis of six-fold rotation, that is aligned along the C axis. Secondly, they have asked about the question of the mineral showing piochroism. So this is also a favorite question. Piochroism has been coming for many years. 2-3 years they have been asking similarly. So you cannot make any effort to lose it. Piochroism is such a thing like when you look at under the plane polarized light, you will be seeing a reflection of two different rays, that is the extraordinary and the ordinary ray. So because of this, the difference of the rays, that is the vibrational the rays which you are getting because of the speed, basically there is a phase difference. So because of the phase difference you are seeing that there is a change in the light. And then why you can also explain like which are those minerals which doesn't show, whether they have not asked specifically about it, but you can make a contrast like in isotropic system you are not getting such piochroisms because it is having the same vibrational the direction of both the extraordinary and the ordinary. Third question is regarding the removal of olivine. They have asked indirectly the Bowen reaction series, how the compositional changes take place. You can write about how the magma becomes more felsic rich, silica rich, and also the minerals. You can write about the distribution, the discontinuity reactions and the continuous reaction. Also you can just give some examples also. And after that you can write the fourth question is regarding the mineral assemblages of a mafic protolith. So here one has to be very careful. They are asking about mafic protolith. So green phases we are finding chloritoid. So this is a metamorphic petrology question. They are not asking, so this is very simple in one way because they have not asked about the tie line shift, and you don't have to mention the reactions also. So basically just write about you are getting the chloritoid in green cyst, for example, and then in amphibolite you are getting like actinolite, tremolite, and then in granulite you are getting the iron rich garnet, CPX and OPX. You can write about it, and then that's it. This is very straightforward, and you don't have to fill up the pages. In one page you can just write and finish it off and move to the next question. Now they have asked about the diagenetic changes in the carbonate rock. This is also very you can actually predict it because last year they have asked about the clastic rocks. So it is quite obvious they will ask about the non-plastic rock. You write it about, you can make some diagrams, make diagrams of this minices, isopatchious cement. You can make a diagram about how the polymorph of carbonate, like how the calcium get transformed into a carbonate with high pressure and temperature. Second question is regarding the Bragg's law. Very simple. N lambda equal to 2d sine theta. Then you can write about how it is being used for identification of the minerals based upon the peaks. Here the peaks are not the X-ray peak, it is the K value. K alpha and the K beta values are very important in here. Fourth question, very simple. They are asking about why silica polymorphism take place. Polymerism, this is being used for classification of the minerals, and a very straightforward question. I don't think I need to discuss on this anything. The third question is about the clay. Clay minerals are very important because this is we are finding a lot of issues of clay. Mostly engineering issues are there because clay is being used. It gets swelled up. Now you need to know which type of clay these are. So here basic difference is that you make a diagram of the structure. Like eulenite has a dioctahedral shape. Smectite has a tetragonal, tetragonal structure. And how it is different from others, that you can mention that smectite is having a swelling property, and also write about its occurrences. Like elite you will find in volcanic rocks, compared to keulinite you will find in some felsic, where there is K-feldspar rich rocks. Third question is very simple, albite and ortholite series. I think I won't go into it. It has also been straightforward from the previous PYQ. And then thirdly, how a granite form along with the petrogenesis of the calc-alkaline. You can make some diagrams, AFM diagram you can make about how the incompatible elements are distributed. So these are the things. After that, the question of assumptions based upon the ACF diagram. So ACF you can as you know, these diagrams are basically for representation of various type of rock based upon the protolith. So that is the reason why they are making assumptions out of it, because every protolith to put in a triangular plot, there has to be some assumptions. So you can write about it. Fourthly, they have asked about conglomerate. In 2019 also they have asked about it in PIQ. Gravity controlled, I think they have asked for the first time, but it is also very simple. You can write about the turbidity currents, the Boma sequences, how this is because of the density contrast, and also various structures involved with it, like dish and pillar. You can write about the convolution, the post deformation structures. You can write about it. 4C, this question is about the mineral based techniques, and this is also a question which has been indirectly asked. Basically they are recycling the old questions back again. This is one finding. So it is very important that you don't miss out of the PIQ. You try to make a list of the questions which were asked in the previous years and make a speculation about it, because we cannot study everything. That we have to be honest with ourselves. So here also this question is about the heavy mineral analysis. You can write about how they are useful in the provenance. STR technique is there, bromoform they are using, funnel technique is there. You can write about those techniques, and then after that you can make a list of the names, like tourmaline is used for, green tourmaline has been used for the igneous, the metamorphic province, and like zoned zircons are there, which has been used for the igneous, and then beryl are there. So those list of if you have a rough idea of the heavy minerals, you can write about it. But main thing is that don't forget to write about what these minerals. Just don't write randomly. Try to recollect and see which are the dense minerals. And after that, you can. There is another point here, that is the transport history of the sediment. So transport history of the sediment and the source terrain, these are two different things, because transport history of the sediment, you have to mention, you can give some example, like in the granulite, southern granulite terrain, you are getting this minerals in the coastal beds of Kerala and Tamil Nadu, like in the form of in thorium and all you are getting. And these are the minerals where which are derived from the granulite terrain. So you can make a travel history of it. So basically the tracing of the minerals. Okay, so we'll next to go to section B. Section B, they have asked about the manganese nodules. It is very famous because nowadays we are starting exploration of this blue mission economy. We have to explore the oceans, and manganese nodules, as you know, it is found in the marine environment, in the deep. And also you can give some idea, if you have a rough idea, also you can mention that it is found in the if I'm not wrong, in that central Indian ridge zone just south of Sri Lanka. And then after that you can give some occurrences around the world. India also, some parts in Japan also we get it, in the Sea of Japan and all, in the Pacific coast. And after that, the next question is about the replacement texture. Here also you can give a rough idea about how which are the ore minerals which are getting replaced. So are we seeing the replacement of ore that is oxide, or more it is more replacement is more visible in sulfides? To make that distinction very clearly, give some examples how we are getting pyrite, because pyrite is a sulfide supergene enrichment. Also we are getting a lot of replacement texture. So use the knowledge of the ore geology very holistically, use the deposits names and all, make it look very holistic. And what are the criteria for it identification? Here you have to make it up a bit, because if you are not very sure, you can write about how this the study you can like look into the changes in the colors, and these color of both the minerals will be different. You can write about the boundaries of both the ores. The boundaries won't be straight, it will be curved. So you can know about the direction of the reaction in that. Okay, so third question is very I don't think many people will be knowing about it, but still you can make a rough estimate that guess that kriging basically is an extrapolation technique. And you can write about how this is the moon, which is it uses the very limited data for actually extrapolating the and giving a estimate about the ore reserve. So try to write a little bit, if not everything. After that, the environmental impact of urban is very simple. Coordination number depends upon the ionic radius. You can write about the Polling's rule, and everything is very straightforward. They have asked from Polling's rule. Sixth question about the metallogenic epoch of BIF, very simple. This I won't discuss. And the late magmatic ore forming processes. This also they have you can actually predict, because last year they have not asking anything about ore. So one has to be very cautious. So in my case, I have I have predicted this such questions on ore. So you can also do similar way, like you see the trend of the 2-3 years. Porphyry copper deposits also you can write about the Malajkan deposit. And as you know, the keyword here is the low grade and the high tonnage that you get in porphyry copper, and is a perigenetic deposit. So to some of the keywords you can just ensure that they are not missing. You can write about it. You can give a elaboration on it, but don't miss out on the main points. 7th question about the distribution of the flora. That is, they are asking about the bio prospecting. If you don't have a rough idea, you can skip this part. And then 7b, they are asking about the floor flotation process. They have asked about mineral beneficiation. This is very important. Mineral beneficiation in India, as you know, presently we are lacking behind in vis-a-vis developed countries. So most of the questions they are asking many times on this. So don't ignore it. Flotation method, you can, as you know, this is because of the hydrophobicity. Hydrophobicity is basically the how and mineral they react to water very differently. For example, the sulfides. These are very useful for sulfides for extraction of the sulfide ore. 7c, industrial minerals. Directly you can read the Umeshwar Prasad and just write it down. 8a, seismic discontinuity, very simple. B, about the fly ash. Fly ash has also been asked, I think, in like 5-6 years before. And 8c, about the hazard of the active volcanic terrain. This you can mention some good examples. Use your GS knowledge, like in Sumatra, these islands where they have been give some real-time latest scientific happenings, so that they get an impression that you have been really into it. Thank you so much. If you have any queries, you can just put in the comment section. I will try to help you at the utmost. Thank you.